Why is Hamilton so Hamilton? It's important to understand Hamilton's background, its history over the last several hundred years, and to really get a sense of why there are boarded up buildings, why there are people that are doing very well in Hamilton, and why there's such a wide variety of social classes within the city itself. As a local realtor, it's important for me to know more than just housing prices and styles and locations and great neighborhoods. It's also about understanding the background of Hamilton and what character it brings and perspective it brings across the range of people that I meet. If you're looking to buy or sell in Hamilton and or the surrounding regions, if you're looking to invest, please give me a call, send me a message, let's talk, let's find out what you're looking for and what Hamilton can provide for you. Let's start at the beginning. This land was originally inhabited by the indigenous tribes of the Erie, the Huron-Wendat, the Haudenosaunee, and the Mississauga, as well as neutral nations. This is a culture and a people that have a profound connection to the land, many vast oral traditions, as well as deep spiritual beliefs. This changed when European settlement and expansion into the area started in the 17th century. It was then formalized by George Hamilton setting up the town of Hamilton in 1815, which finally became a city in 1846. As many of you know, over the next 140 years, Hamilton would become a dominant force within the steel industry, eventually forming Stelco and DeFasco, as well as a number of other dependent businesses that served the steel industry. Following this prosperity, you had a number of larger department stores, as well as many mom and pop shops specializing in a variety of goods and services that of course line the streets of King Street, James, Barton, and so on. Naturally, this economic boom attracted worldwide attention, drawing migrants from Eastern Europe as well as Italy, Portugal, and Greece, bringing greater diversity and culture to the city. As is the cyclical nature of economics, from great prosperity comes the slide downwards. And as many of you know, with the early 80s recession that saw interest rates shoot up to 21%, you also had a lot of competition within the steel industry as there were advancements in technology. There were other economies worldwide starting to pick up, as well as different steel forming techniques became readily available. As many industries began to feel the hurt in this transition within the economy that was so dependent on steel, hence the name Steel Town or the Hammer, many businesses either changed directions and or closed up altogether. And what you found was this is the beginning of some of the trouble that Hamilton would begin to experience, as many skilled workers and or those that had been within a particular industry for a number of years found themselves either unemployed or working jobs that were earning less than what they were used to. And of course, there was a portion of society began struggling on a personal and professional level. Towards the end of the 80s, a number of small mom and pop shops also started closing as the advent of the larger wholesale stores like Walmart and Costco began to undercut the competition by providing a greater variety of products at much lower prices. And of course, this pushed out many of these smaller businesses. And of course, as people struggle, people turn to other coping methods. And as many of you may be aware, that may involve drug abuse, alcohol abuse, leading to other social difficulties like homelessness. Creating this group of people that were struggling and experienced significant challenge, you also, very unfortunately, create a cycle of poverty, which begins to feed into itself and becomes a challenge to break, and may persist for many years and many generations. By the time the mid-90s rolled in, the best decade ever, Hamilton had really started diversifying its economy and starting to move away from the steel production. So this included industries like healthcare, education, IT, and other creative industries. The downtown area began to revitalize and appropriate shops for other businesses that were more current with the times. Again, this was a bit of a win-loss for some people, as they were able to either adapt and move into these new industries and new businesses and companies, and some became even further alienated. Many people began leaving the downtown area, moving south up into the mountain with the opening of the Lincoln-Alexander Parkway for that suburban feel with larger lots, more open spaces, and of course, better prices. With the prestige of certain neighborhoods like Strathcona, Durand, Corktown, Kirkendale, really being somewhat insulated from the long-term economic effects to their roots within Hamilton's history, many people remained in the downtown area, continue to feel the effects of the last 20 years. And if we look at the last period in Hamilton's history from 2010 up until today, you'll find that many people from the GTA are moving westward in order to find better prices, better value, better investment opportunities. And this also is bringing a new diverse group of people from around the world coming and settling in Hamilton. With this large group of people, of course, you get money, resources, talent, initiative, creativity, culture, as well as diversity within the Hamilton population. You are currently finding a lot of neighborhoods are beginning to take shape. Yes, there are a number of larger properties, houses, buildings that are being converted more and more into rental opportunities. You're finding in the downtown area, there's a number of projects on Main, Queen that are putting up Jarvis, that are putting up large condominium properties, which is more and more the trend for real estate currently. And of course, a number of people are simply renovating their property and staying there because they're going to be there for the long haul and they see where the Hamilton market is moving forward. Most importantly, a number of government initiatives as well as religious institutions and social organizations are bringing to light the social problems that Hamilton is experiencing with homelessness and substance abuse. They have put in place a number of programs or a number of homes around the city that help people get back on their feet and help them move forward. And really, truly, and honestly, it's easy to look at the people that are doing well, and you could see that. It's when the people that are struggling the most start to get up on their feet and they're able to feel better about themselves. This will truly be Hamilton's crowning achievement. So in summary, yes, Hamilton has started off as a blue-collar town dependent on steel production. It has definitely diversified over the last 20, 30, 40 years. And what you're going to find is currently, yes, there's a lot of growth within Hamilton. And moving forward, there are massive, massive projects taking place within Hamilton. And so even purchasing a property now to hold on to for the next 10, 20 years is definitely going to show dividends. If you like this content and want to hear more, please subscribe. Send me your comments. Either send them to me personally or add them to the chat below. Let me know what kind of topics you want me to cover. I definitely love talking about Hamilton, real estate, and the history of a lot of these places. If you're looking to buy, sell within Hamilton surrounding area, if you're looking to invest, again, contact me. Let's get the conversation going. Talk to you soon.